Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and as you can see, I finally got the 140 put back together and inside the LXR. All I have to say is this thing is a beast. It's a beast. I know there's people out there riding 194 valves and all that kind of stuff, but you got to give the 140 some props. This thing is a beast. Like, I ride KTM 450, KX 125. I've ridden dozens and dozens and probably hundreds of bikes, but this bike is a beast. Hands down, for a mid-sized bike, the suspension that it has, the power to weight ratio, it's pretty damn good. For like, this bike doesn't even come to my waist. It's a mid-sized bike. You guys have ridden, SSRs and stuff like that. Take that and make it a tad bit bigger, like a couple inches taller, and then just put, some more ponies on it, and that's pretty much where she's at right now. If you guys want my advice, I know you didn't ask for it, but if you were running, any of you guys who ride pit bikes, if you were running a Piranha 140 motor, get yourself a VM 26mm carb. They sell the kit at T-Bolt. I'm not sure about the price. I'm probably just gonna leave it in the description. This carburetor on this motor, it's like it was a relationship that was meant to happen. I don't know what carb this motor comes with. It might be like a 22mm or a 24. I've heard that there is some issues with jetting or carb adjustments. Some people say they run fine right out of the box, but that carburetor is definitely worth it. It's a little pricey, but it's worth it in the performance. Yeah, there might be a cheap knockoff. Who knows? I usually run with cheap knockoffs and I get them to work properly. But if you want something hands down that will work and isn't a cheap knockoff and isn't going to break the bank, VM 26mm from T-Bolt. That's all I got to say. I'm not sponsored by them, and I'm not doing this to get any recognition for it. This is just a great setup. I had this 26mm on the 108 stroker motor that I had. That's another kit from T-Bolt. It's the Stroker 3 kit, 108 stroker race head, and it comes with this carb, but it's for the 50 motor. That carburetor kit on this motor is a perfect match. That's all I have to say. So, the bike. I fixed the clutch lever. Now they're both unbreakable to an extent. Everything is crisp. Got a little BBR throttle. Nothing crazy. Plastics look a little dingy. Nothing crazy. The tires are pretty good. In the front, I'm gonna need wheel bearings for the front. I'm gonna order a spoke kit, rebuild the back wheel, because those spokes are just shot. It's missing spokes, and when you try to tighten the spokes that are there, they just snap. The threads just completely go whoop, bow. So I don't know where that sound came from, but we got no back brakes. Well, we got brakes here, as you can see, but there's no back brakes. I have everything for it. I'm just lazy, and I decided to ride the bike today. I did my first oil change on her. Of course, there was a little bit of metal fragments in there. It is a brand spanking new crank and a brand new top end kit. So this motor is pretty much 0 hours, besides the transmission, which has actually been acting a little janky. I don't know what's going on with that, but sometimes the bike just, you think you're in first and it'll go to engage and it'll go whoop and you'll be in neutral. But then after that, it's fine. You give it a little harder and you're in first. But back here in the little track area, I ride this in third. So, well, not this little track, not that up there. There's a bigger track. That I ride in third. This in the 50 I ride second. But I'm gonna give you guys a startup video, and we'll let that carburetor / motor fusion work for itself. You guys can see what I'm talking about here. So we gassed on. I'm not going to sit here and redline it all day. It's 6:42. It's not too late, but it's not too early either. I'm just gonna start it up, give you guys a couple of revs. You might even you might see some flames come out of there, because the thing that shoots flames. Uh-oh. You don't want to be in first. feel like I have to be really quiet now after doing that. But as you guys can see, the bike runs insane. It's still, I'm pretty sure that's the stock pipe that comes on there. I mean, it says Pitster Pro on it. So, like I said, this is a Pitster Pro LXR. I don't know if this thing came stock with a 140. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say it did. I'm not going to say it didn't. I know there's a 155 that came with the Pitster Pro. Maybe that was the one. Who knows? But I just say it's a Pitster Pro 140 because that's the heart in the beast right now. But as you guys can see, this thing, and it doesn't just sound like that. That's not like, oh, it just has a big bore exhaust. No, this thing rips. I was over here. I was up there with my neighbor, and we were just ripping around. He was on a CRF 80, and when he got on this thing, he was like, he was a little nervous. He was a little nervous. The thing is it's torquey. You know, it's not like geared high, like having some crazy top speed. This thing pulls from the bottom. Coming out of the turns, like, you don't need to touch the clutch. I was in like third gear. This thing has 4. You don't even need to touch the clutch. Third gear, you're coming straight from the bottom, and the thing is a rocket ship. I can only imagine how those guys feel when they're on like 190s and stuff like that, all tuned to perfection. They must haul. But yeah, I'm not 4 behind them. I'm 50 cc's behind them, but this thing hauls. Like, I'm not even gonna like hype it up way too much. You know, there's gonna be those people out there like, oh dude, that thing is slow. Of course there's something out there. You know, I got a friend with a high booster that'll make this thing look like dirt, but who cares? For what it is, it's quick. I like it. I'm gonna keep riding it because it's fun, and I'm gonna fix what needs to be fixed with it and make it even more fun. I was gonna say funner, but we all know that's not a word. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna end the video here because it's like 7 minutes of me talking about this bike, and there's other things I gotta record and stuff I gotta edit. So I'm gonna leave you guys on, thank you for watching this video. If you are new to the channel, click that subscribe button, check out those other videos. If you have any questions about this bike, about this motor, about how it was built, about what I'm gonna do, anything, leave it in the comment section and I will get back to you. And yeah, next video we'll have this bike on, not this track, not the little one down there, but the one up there. And you know, we'll strap on the GoPro because riding with that one is fun, but I guess with one it'll be funner. Now it is a word. Now you guys can use funner as a word. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one.